Continuing with our grammar. Hope y'all having fun with us. Now we're moving on to verbs. A lot of the work Auntie does with Joshua is a lot of reinforcing. So as soon as you might hear Auntie doing something, you might be like, well, Auntie do that with Joshua already. Yes, but it takes a lot of reinforcement. This is kind of where Auntie does with the children. A lot of reinforcement, right? And they will get there. All right, so we're doing exercise 38, and we're going to look at these sentences, and you are going to tell me what words are verbs. Do you remember what's a verb, Joshua?
A verb is a noun word.
A verb is an action word. See what I told you? A lot of reinforcement. A verb is an action word. Remember when Auntie told you we are always doing something, right? Auntie is talking. Auntie is breathing. Auntie is sitting. Auntie is smiling. Auntie is teaching. Auntie is listening. Auntie is looking. Joshua's learning. Joshua's answering. Joshua's talking. Joshua's teaching Auntie too. Auntie learns from Joshua all the time, right? So let's look at these sentences, and you will help Auntie to identify the action words in these sentences. Okay, Joshua?
Hello.
You heard me?
Yes.
All right, so I would read the first sentence. Pizarro invaded and conquered the land of the Incas. Who remember history at school? We had to learn all them things. The Incas and the Aztecs and the Maya and Pizarro invaded and conquered the land of the Incas.
Invaded.
Good job. And conquered, they're both action words, right? You read number 2, sentence number 2.
The birds eat worms.
Good job. And what are the birds doing in the sentence, Joshua? Eating. So eat is the action word. The nightingale sings very sweetly. What is the nightingale doing?
Singing.
Singing. So sings is our action word. All right, you read the next sentence.
The little.
Read number 4.
Father cut more
Coal.
on the fire.
What is father doing?
Putting the coal on the
Putting.
fire.
So put. I take it from here and I put it there. That is the action, right? Movement, that's the action. Put more coal on the fire. You realize he was challenged to say coal, C-O-A-L. Once again, we come to this point about the small words being more challenging than the bigger words at times, right? All right. The little terrier snapped at John's legs. Those little dogs, not easy, you know. What did this little terrier do, Joshua? Snapped. He wants to bite John's legs. Yeah, good job. All right, see if you can read number 6.
Jimmy's.
What discovered
the power of storm.
James Watt discovered the power of steam. What did James Watt do? He discovered. Good job. Discovered is the action word. Ezekiel stood in the valley of dry bones. That's a very powerful story, by the way. Ezekiel in the Bible. Hey, Ezekiel, boo boo. Yeah. That's my little Not my not so little friend at work. Yeah. Ezekiel stood in the valley of dry bones. I think I'm gonna go and read that story. Yeah, I need to get more intentional with my Bible reading. Don't let me give you the answer. Tell me, what is Ezekiel doing?
And in the dream valley.
He stood. He's standing. That is the action, right? Stood. Even if you're standing still, you're still in the position of standing, still doing an action. All right, read number 8 for me, Joshua.
Doran washed the dishes and
White.
wiped the
Doreen washed the dishes and wiped them. I got dishes out there to wash. Let me tell you, when you sit down with lesson, I gotta go and hang out. I talking about everything. Hang out the laundry. God come in, lick my mouth, checking on mom, and then gonna be like in a 10, 15 minutes, and then I got dishes there to wash. Yeah. Everything that needs to get done will get done. Everything in time. Yeah, it's so happy and peaceful. Tell me, what's Doreen doing? Doreen washed the dishes and wiped them. What are the two actions that Doreen did, Joshua?
one
What are the two actions that Doreen did?
wash
Mm-hmm.
and wipe.
And white. Excellent. Bunny took a 50-cent piece from his pocket and handed it to Anthony. Tell me the two actions that Bunny did.
Took
Yeah.
and handed.
Excellent. And sometimes when you're doing these exercises and you're stuck, you can just, if you need to close your eyes, but you can just imagine, picture the person took the money from his pocket and handed. You see, it's actually an action going on. We know sometimes with these verbs, it's not a physical action, but if possible, you can imagine. Took, handed, took, handed. You gotta find ways to train this brain. Don't let this brain get away from you. David likes arithmetic and enjoys every lesson. There are two action words in there. Tell me, Joshua. It's like it dimming. Mm-hmm.
Lessons.
Likes and enjoys. So this is a perfect example. It's not something that you can physically see, but it's a feeling. Likes and enjoys every lesson. I wonder if he probably does arithmetic with Auntie. And our last, see if you could read number 11 for me, Joshua. Let's finish strong.
Granny reads her Bible every day and learns a verse by heart.
Good job. Give Auntie those two action words.
Reads.
Mm-hmm.
Learns.
Excellent. Hooray for Joshua. Hooray for Joshua. Joshua getting strong in his grammar. Hooray for Joshua. Hooray for Joshua. I'm so proud. Hey, I'm so proud of my Joshua. Great job, Joshua. All right, a tiny bit of maths now. And then Auntie has to share. Remember, Auntie promised. Yeah, next lesson she was going to do a little sharing with Joshua. And then Joshua's free. Joshua will have enough for Auntie. All right, get ready for the maths, Joshua.